Okay, hello everyone. You all must have listened about Haka noodles, but now we are having Haka trainer with us. Can you really imagine it? So let's venture out what is Haka training and what is a Haka trainer with Mr. Aditya, who is also an awesome toastmaster. For taking an interview, I am having my mentor and who is the mentor of many people. She is an entrepreneur and distinguished Toastmaster. She is none other than Richa. Over to you, ma'am.
Thanks a lot, Shubham, for the warm welcome and most welcome, Aditya. We just came to know that you are a trainer, but I heard a very different word from Shubham. He introduced yourself as a HAKA, Haka trainer. So let us first understand what is this Haka, and please uh, explain us as a layman because we just don't understand what is this Haka. Okay.
Sure. Thank you so very much for having me. It's an honor and privilege to be here. Talking about Haka, to explain it in very, very simple terms, this goes back to the civilization stage where we were in small groups, Indus, Harappan, and these were Indian civilizations. There was a similar tribe in New Zealand called the Maori tribe. And that tribe, before going to the war, with their enemies, all of them used to come together as a community to a single war cry, which consisted of one kind of slogans, actions, and war cry, and they used to perform it together to represent who they can be together, represent the strength in the community. It unites them as one force, and also if the enemy sees that, they get very, very scared. And that ritual has been continued till date. The national rugby team of New Zealand, which is the All Blacks, they do it before every rugby match before taking on any other nation in the world, and they have a striking record of winning most of their rugby matches.
Wow. We will remember this now. And my next question is you have mentioned something which is experiential learning facilitator. So we would like to know what is the role and the profile as an experiential learning facilitator.
Sure, I absolutely love playing the role of an experiential learning facilitator. Again, in layman language, if I were to explain it, as a facilitator, my only job is to create an environment for the participants and facilitate learning experience within them. I do not play the role of a mentor. I do not play the role of a trainer. I play the role of a facilitator, which means taking the group's energy and then reaching a solution. For example, if we are 10 participants, we would give them an objective to be completed, give them the context, and ask them to dive into a simulation. And as a facilitator, I would simply sit back and observe the behaviors that I notice, which after they are done completing the objective, I will put forward on the table in front of the group and give them certain questions to discuss amongst them. What went well? What did not go well? What do you think we can improve on the next time? And this is the behavior that I noticed. Do you think there can be some reason why the team was behaving that way? And then asking the team to do a brainstorming session on those questions and then coming out with a mutual solution. That is the role of an experiential learning facilitator.
Facilitator. Okay. How do you define creativity?
Creativity in simple terms, I would say, and this is one of the famous quotes that I'll be copying here. Creativity is that inner child which did not die while we were growing up. And it could be the wildest imagination that one person has, just without any limitations.
Great. Tell us something about your experience in hospitality sector and performing arts.
I'll start with performing arts because that is very, very dear to me. I was heavily involved in that field during my college days. We used to practice for days and nights. for the upcoming theater workshops and competitions. And one of the reasons why it's very dear to me is because on the stage, performing arts gave me an opportunity to express my truest self, to hone my speaking skills in a manner which no other industry could have given me that experience. Moving to hospitality sector, that is, I sometimes still go there and try my hands out. And the reason I do that is because I love creating experiences for the participants or the end consumer. And
Oh,
one of the craziest things about hospitality sector is no matter how much you plan, foolproof 6 Sigma, 12 Sigma plan, something or the other will always go wrong on the spot. And you need those quick skill sets to think on your feet and take decisions right at the spot. That spontaneity, that rush through the body and the team and the clients and the environment that goes through. I absolutely love that energy. Love
absolutely.
managing.
Absolutely. What is your take regarding the NGO where you served, that is Youth Ubal?
So YUF, Youth Ubal Foundation, it is an NGO which is responsible for, which empowers the youth of the country. And recently we also did another small campaign with about 30 of our volunteers during the lockdown, where we planned that we would create awareness among citizens that during work from home, don't just work from home during this lockdown, also feed some stray animals from home as well. Because when
Wow.
everybody is out there, maybe someone can feed a dog, someone can feed a cat on the road, maybe a cow on the road.
Yes.
But while we are locked down in our houses, there is no one out there to take care of them. And within 7 days, with the help of 30 of our volunteers, we were able to serve 150 stray animals across 5 cities in the country. This is the new initiative that we just took with YUF, and we keep on taking such initiatives with that. I absolutely love
Wow.
serving the youth of the country.
Absolutely. It's an endeavor, isn't it? Good.
True, very
And
true.
as a mentor, it is your obligation and your responsibility.
Yes,
Isn't
yes,
it? Okay,
yes.
what was the modules when you did your T3 from here and now?
Modules when I did my T3, train the trainer. This was a while back. This was more of less of what do you call, learning or reading things and then figuring out, more of a kinesthetic learning,
Okay.
learning by doing it. I used to facilitate a workshop, and then my the head of the trainer used to sit at the back, make notes, and then after the workshop we used to discuss what went well, what did not go well,
So
what should
all
be improved.
grilling was done that time, isn't it?
Yes, yes. There was that
So,
pressure of nervousness. Am I doing this right? What's going wrong? What's
yeah.
going on?
So what was the duration? 15 days, 1 month? How long was
It
it?
was 7 to 10 days, but we
Oh,
did workshops regularly.
okay. What is the mission of your life?
Mission of my life to impact as many people as I can. I set a small
You're
target.
already doing that. You're already doing that, isn't it? You are an
Already on the way.
influencer. You are a winner in Toastmasters. So everybody knows you as a rock star, isn't it? Okay. Now I have few questions for you in the rapid fire round. So it will be very quick. Okay. The first is um, Toastmaster or Roastmaster?
Toastmaster.
One thing what I would like to achieve if given 1 billion rupees.
Take care of the youth of the country, especially their mental health.
One thing I want to undo.
This lockdown. This
One
year,
good thing
in fact,
about this
this year,
lockdown.
this year,
Yeah. Okay. One good thing about this lockdown.
I got to spend a lot of time with my family.
Hmm. iPhone or Samsung?
Samsung.
Why?
Anything but iPhone. Anything but iPhone. No iPhones.
Okay, now over to Shubham. He's also waiting in the queue.
I was the most excited person when I was like hearing from Richa ma'am that Aditya, Toastmaster Aditya is coming. So what I did was I screenshotted your image and sent to Richa ma'am. This one Aditya is coming now. So because I have heard a lot about you in my club. So my first question to you is like you are I want to ask you that how to build an effective speech like motivating speech.
Well, first of all, thank you, Shubham. It's a pleasure to be here once again. And to answer your question, how to build an effective motivational speech, I would say that has to come from within. I cannot answer that question for you. I have also tried a lot of times finding the answers on the outside, listening to different speakers' speeches, and trying to copy that. This is one of the mistakes I have made for a long, long time. I realized, which is very cliche but very true, that you can never ever be the best cooking at any world, but you can be only the best version of yourself. So whenever I heard previous year's champions' speeches, it was their message that they wanted to share with the world. That was not my message. So my first task was to ask myself, what is the message that I want to share with the world? Once I had that figured out, then I used to think of the relevant examples from my personal life, which I have experienced, from my life, which I have learned from people more experienced than me, the life which I have seen around me. And then how, that's number two. And number three, how can I make it very simple and very relatable for my audience? That I should not speak any jargons. This is a very simple message, a very simple speech delivered in an impactful manner. Because if I start using jargons, the audience will be, I need to, I need two screens, one for his speech and one for the dictionary. And you don't want that as a speaker. You want them to be on the same page. And last but not the least, please do build an emotional connect with the audience. We as human beings are also emotional human beings. Once you build that emotional connect, the audience can very well believe. So I
Like
would say these are two components for the effective
okay,
motivational speech.
like I have not heard that much about the Haka as an Haka trainer. So can you like tell me from where you like pursue this type of training?
So it was a crazy, I would say, like they say, creativity comes in the time of crisis. So it
Yeah.
was about 2 years ago when we were doing one team building workshop for one of our clients, and they wanted their huge team, 900 people, to be trained on something called as the Haka. And we never knew what the Haka was. Initially, we also thought that you want us to cook Haka noodles for 900 people. We are a consulting firm. We are not a catering firm. And then they told us that Haka is this war cry, crazy, high energetic, which builds the team together. And then one of our values is whatever the client asks, we have to give more than that. We definitely need to give them what they ask for. We also need to give them more than that. So our whole team decided that we need to do this Haka for them. We tried making calls everywhere, reaching every contact we had, and figuring out if we could look for a Haka trainer. We tried our best, but we could not find one. And we decided that if we cannot find a solution, then let's be one. So I, within 7 days, learned the complete Maori language, watched a lot of YouTube videos of Haka, practiced day and night, and I used to practice in my office, at my home, even in my washroom, about those crazy lyrics that were there. And then I still remember it was 7th of August 2018 when we did the first workshop first time. And it was divided into three batches, 300, 300, 300. And the moment we did that, the whole crowd went crazy. We gave them a small demo first, and then all 300 of us did it together. And since then, it has been so popular. We have done it with over 4,000 or 5,000 people within 2 years across within India and abroad. So the idea was just to figure out a solution. If we cannot find one, then let's be one. Let's innovate. That's where the idea and the inspiration came from.
That was awesome hearing you, Aditya. So it was like our pleasure. Over to you, Richa ma'am.
Thank you, Shubham. Thank you for the questions.
Thanks a lot for being on this online conversation. I'm sure all our conversation is going to help the youngsters who are confused, who are lost, and they will reach out to you. They will connect with you directly in case they need you for mentoring. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
Thank you.